Well, hello to you. It's Scott Picken. I'm the CEO and founder of Migrate, and I wanted to bring you this weekly wealth insight. You can actually see it's the most magnificent morning, although quite misty out there at the heads. You can actually see here that these yachts are all going out. And what's quite interesting is you can see that there's a number of yachts. The ones actually, if you can see in the mist actually out there, is actually going out. There's another two going out there, and there's one that's actually turned around, which I find fascinating. And there's still some more coming over here. So what is this wealth insight? Well, it's about risk. And I've just finished a great documentary, which is on the men who built America. There is a link below. I'd highly recommend going to look at it. It's about Andrew Carnegie and Rockefeller and JP Morgan and Edison and Henry Ford and Vanderbilt. And I'm going to, if you click on the link, well, if you stay on this video, it's going to be a longer video because I'm actually going to do a screen share and share all the ideas that I learned. It's an 8-hour series, and I'm going to give you the biggest lessons that I learned. But I think this wealth insight is a fairly simple one. It's about risk. Now, boats, they often say that, boats are safe in the harbor, but they weren't built to go in the harbor. They were built to go to sea. And so what's interesting is that if you look here, there's 3 or 4 captains that have decided to take their boats out and go to sea. And there's one captain that's decided to turn around and go the other way. And so there's about 6 or 7 sailing boats going out to sea, and there's one that's decided to turn around. And the biggest takeaway that I got from the Men Who Built America documentary is that great things are only achieved with risk. And so some people today are going to go out and they're going to have a magnificent sail out there on the ocean, and they've weighed up the risks. And this captain over here has weighed up the risks, and he's given up. He's going back into shore. And I learned something from my uncle many years ago, that the best thing that you can do is work out what your worst case scenario is, and if you can manage that, then everything else is upside. And when you look at these great people, men or women in the world, every single one of them, to achieve greatness, took tremendous risk. They went against normality, they went against their family, they went against rules. They broke rules. They had to. They broke norms. They broke genres. They broke cultural issues. They broke religious issues. They have to break the norm to get outside the box to achieve greatness. If you stay within the box, if you stay where you're safe, if you're a ship like this one that stays in its harbor, it'll never find its destiny. The only place that it finds its destiny is when it gets out on the blue ocean, and that's what it was built for. And as you can see here behind me, you can virtually not even see these ships as they go off into the mist. And many would say that that's highly risky. But they've got the systems, they've got the planning, they've got the training, they've got captains on board with experience, and so they've managed those risks and they go to sea. And the question I ask you when it comes to your life is, are you the captain of your ship that is sailing away from safety, sailing away from the harbor, and sailing out into your greatness of the blue ocean? Or are you the captain, like that captain over there, that's not prepared to take the risk and that's sailing back to the harbor, and will have a very safe day sitting in the harbor, but will never find their greatness and will never find their destiny? And so this wealth insight is, what are you prepared to do? Where are you prepared to sit on your scale of risk? What are you prepared to do in your life to create greatness? What risks are you prepared to take? How are you going to manage the downside risks? The saying that I want to leave you with, that I live by, is the greatest risk in life is to risk nothing. There's another, there's so many sayings like this, about the graveyard. I forget what it is right now, but something like, the only safety in the world is in the graveyard. Well, it's the same as that boat there. The only safety for a boat is in the harbor. But greatness, your destiny, your purpose, why you're on here on this planet, to have a meaningful, purposeful life, you've got to get on that boat. You've got to be a captain like this captain here that's sailing out through the most dangerous port in Africa into the mist. And not only him, but many other captains have done it today. And for me, it epitomizes our lives. And so the question is, which captain are you going to be? Which captain are you going to be of your life? If you want to stay on here, I'm going to share with you the lessons I learned from Men Who Built America. Absolutely amazing. But the most important lesson that I took away from that is that the people that achieved greatness took tremendous risk in the eyes of others. And if you enjoyed this wealth insight, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. We want to empower 1 billion people. We can only do it with your help. We can only do it if we change people's mindsets so that they too can go out there and achieve their greatness. And so, as that ship sails off into the mist, ask yourself the question, what is your life going to be about, and which captain are you going to be in that life? If you want us to help you, if you want to be part of a global community, if you want to have the self-belief and be around like-minded people, then come and be part of our Wealth University, be part of our inner circle, so that we can help you. We can give you the confidence, we can give you the self-belief, so that you can be the ship and the captain of your destiny. Cheers.